And who am I? That's a secret I never tell. XOXO, Gossip Girl. I don't know what's gotten into me that I've been making videos about shows from the 2010s. Guess that was a great area for me, and I just feel like making videos about them. So here I am today making a video about another show from the 2010s, and that is Gossip Girl. I feel like Gossip Girl is every girl's favorite show. I mean, there's always that person that doesn't like Gossip Girl, but Gossip Girl is like a guilty pleasure that you don't want to like, you don't want to watch, but you're watching it anyway. Hi, what's up? My name is Sofia. Welcome to my channel. I hope you consider to subscribe and follow me on my social media. I like to talk about shows, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I already made a few videos about other shows, so maybe you want to watch them after you watch this video. Today's victim is Gossip Girl. So let's talk about this amazing show that I just can't seem to go a year without rewatching at least one episode from them. Why? I don't know. There's just something about Gossip Girl that is so addicting. You watch one episode and you have to watch the next one and the next one. It's just, it doesn't matter how many bad things there are about Gossip Girl, you just end up watching the whole thing. And let's just begin. Where do I want to begin? Let's get Dan out of the way. Like most people, Dan is not my favorite character. What a basic bitch. But yeah, I don't like Dan. He wasn't likable. He just was too annoying, and I feel like he kind of had a superiority complex going on. The idea of him being Gossip Girl never really annoyed me. It actually makes sense to me that he was Gossip Girl. He was an outsider that wanted so bad to be an insider that it's the result. It never bothered me that he was Gossip Girl. What bothered me was the pure execution of the reveal, and just in general it was horrible. Throughout the whole series, everybody's like, who is Gossip Girl? This person that is destroying our lives, spilling our secrets, telling everybody our business. And a lot of the time they're just tired of Gossip Girl and want to, be done with Gossip Girl. Throughout the series they hate Gossip Girl. And the ending, when they expose who Gossip Girl is, it was anticlimactic. Everybody just laughed it off. Serena married Dan. That makes no sense. Serena was the main victim of Gossip Girl for many years, and actually, wasn't she the first person Gossip Girl talked about? So Serena must have had a grudge against Gossip Girl. It's a personal thing for her, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna marry him anyway. It just doesn't really make sense to me that she married Dan anyway. Someone that tortured her, or kind of made her life a little bit more difficult. And the way they exposed who Gossip Girl was, everybody just laughed it off. No one was mad, no one was pissed. I would have been annoyed. Why did you do this to us? And it wasn't just Gossip Girl. Dan also wrote the books and even a few articles, I think, where he didn't really speak high about his friends, but they just don't care. Oh yeah, sure, you're Gossip Girl, and just brush it off. I don't like that. Serena is a problem. I don't think I ever liked Serena watching the series. I just wanted to slap her in the face every time. She was so annoying. And every single drama in all of the seasons, it started because of Serena. She was the issue, she was the problem. And she never did anything to fix it. Everybody fixed it for her. It was always Blair and Chuck and Nate fixing what she screwed up, and her just being, for me, I don't like her. And then she also dated like everybody. No shame. Let's go down. How many people did she dated? Season 1, Dan. Season 2, Dan and that art gallery guy. I don't remember his name, but yeah, she dated him. And then in season 3, she dated Carl Vason. I love Carl Vason. Bucky. the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan. Ooh. The fact that I didn't pay that much of attention to Carter Basin because he was just, you know, character that he appeared in what, 5 episodes or something. Then I rewatched the series because got into Marvel, and obviously Bucky is one of my favorite characters. Anyway, and in season 3 she also dated or had a thing with Chip, was it? Tim? That I think he's like a cousin or like an uncle of Nate's. In season 4 she dates Nate, which the thing with Nate and Serena, so hooked up with Nate, she had this crush on Nate, and well, no, I think it was Nate who had a crush on her while he was dating Blair. So she hooked up with her best friend's boyfriend. I will talk about the friendship between them later on, but I said that I was gonna explain it and I didn't. So Blair and Serena have the whole thing of best friends goals, or at least that was the media's perception of their friendship. And honestly, most of the time I wanted them to stop being friends because they were at each other's throat all the time. Blair was mad at Serena all the time, and Serena will get revenge from Blair, and Blair will do the same. So that's not a healthy friendship. I feel like every friendship and relationship in Gossip Girl was toxic. So yeah, that's not friendship goals in my opinion, and I would have ditched both of their asses if they were my friends. Like, I wouldn't even consider them friends because they're not friends, they're enemies, frenemies if you like. Who hooks up with their best friend's boyfriend? Being wasted is not an excuse to do something horrible as that. But then, like, nothing really happened. They date for like 2 episodes, and I don't remember why they broke up, but you ruined your friendship when Blair just for a hookup? Okay, great. Then in season 5, I don't know who she dated. She dated someone, but I don't remember who. And then in season 6, she gets back with Dan for some reason. Okay, so I just took a shower and I'm in my PJs, and I remember that I forgot to mention something in my video about Serena and about Nate as well. The fact that they are constantly dating someone else, and they, especially Serena, she doesn't really spend time alone, single. And I feel like people that are like that they're constantly with somebody else, that they're never like alone by themselves. How can you date someone right after you just broken up with somebody else? Like, there's no time for you to heal from that past relationship, and there's not that much moving on that you're doing. You're just jumping onto the next person. I feel like after you end a relationship, you should spend some time alone. When I mean alone, like single, take some time to yourself and just, you know, you've broken up with someone that you had feelings for. You should take some time to yourself and to... Do I still have makeup over here? Oops, I'm sorry. But yeah, like you should take some time for yourself. I don't think it's healthy for, and one of the reasons why their relationships never last is because she's not really taking some time for herself. She's just jumping from one guy to another guy to another guy. So I don't know, that's my take on it. Just to make it fair, Nate also dated a bunch of people. Let me tell you something, I was never a huge fan of Nate. I think Nate is cute, he's really hot, but I was never a huge fan. Like, I just thought he was the hot character and that's it. He never brought me much to the story. He also dated a lot of people. He dated like everyone. In season 1 he dated Blair and also hooked up with Serena. Then in season 2 he dated Vanessa. I think he dated Vanessa towards the end of season 1 and beginning of season 2 or something like that. And also he got back with Blair for prom. Season 3 he dated Jenny, or he had a thing with Jenny. That was really brief though, that not much happened between them. And he also had a thing with this married woman. I don't remember her, she was like a duchess or something, that Blair had a thing with her son, that they were like sleeping together or something like that, I don't remember. On season 4 he dates Serena or something like that, and I think there's another thing going on with somebody else, but I don't remember. Then on season 5 I also don't remember who he dated. And in season 6, I think it was like season 5, season 6, that he dated an underage girl. He dated a high school girl. I think Serena also dated the guy that plays Oliver in Call Me By Your Name. Army, is that? Yeah, Army, that's the name of the actor. But I don't remember his character. I think she dated him for a while, that he later on scammed a bunch of people. Yeah. Honestly, Nate deserves better. I like that he ended up alone with nobody, just single, because I don't know, no one really deserved him. I wasn't a huge fan of his character. He was really average to me, but he never dated someone worthy of his time, in my opinion. Blair and Chuck. So obviously I ship Blair and Chuck. Blair is one of my favorite characters. Like I mentioned in my Pretty Little Liars video, I love Mean Girls. I'm a sucker for those characters. There's something interesting about them that I just, mwah, I love them. I like bullies. She's really interesting. Everything that she said was kind of funny. Her reactions, I think Layden Mister, is that her name? She did a great job in Blair. One of my favorite characters of all times, to be honest. I mean, Blair was also really childish. Many things she did I didn't agree with. You know, there was no need for her to be that mean to many people, and she didn't have to blackmail her way in for many things. But I feel like it's fiction. I'm just biased, okay? Obviously, I'm gonna create excuses for her, but I don't think she was that bad. I feel like there were worse characters in Gossip Girl than her. Chuck had a great character development, in my opinion. He was a horrible person in the first 3 seasons of the show. I mean, in the first one, he even tried to rape Jenny, so he was a pretty bad character. Horrible. Even though I did like his sassy, snarky, ironic comments that fitted perfectly with Blair's personality, he was really bad. I'm glad that there was an evolution on his character, because he wasn't the same person in season 5 and season 6. Their relationship though, when they started dating in season 3, I didn't personally enjoy their relationship dynamic. I was kind of disappointed. I really like the chemistry that they have in season 1 and 2, so seeing how toxic and how not healthy relationship they had in season 3 really disappointed me. And then later on they continued to have kind of an on and off toxic relationship in season 4, so that was really disappointing, because we all want Blair and Chuck together, so seeing that that's what we got, I was just really disappointed. Then he grows up, he stops being immature and misogynistic and just plain horrible person. He grows up and he learns and he just becomes a better person in general. So I really did like their dynamic season 5, season 6, except the part where she tells him that she's engaged or that she's pregnant. I don't remember exactly what she told him. And he kind of punched a glass and it cut her cheek. Okay, that part, I hated that 100%. Okay, that part, obviously, we're gonna blip it out, but I do think there was a character development on him that I really enjoyed to see. But still, a very toxic character with a very toxic traits. And as much as Blair and Chuck are really cute, I wouldn't date someone like Blair or date someone like Chuck. I might not have the best taste on men, and I might like men that tends to be bad boys, but I wouldn't date someone like Chuck. I'm already too dramatic to have someone adding more drama to my life. I don't need that. Vanessa and just the Humphreys in general, they can all go to hell. I feel like Vanessa was cool sometimes. She never minded her business. She was always being noisy and minding other people's business, which pissed me off. She was bad and then she became way worse. She criticized and judged Blair and Chuck so much, then at the end of the day, she was just as bad as them. Jenny, she wasn't treated well by Blair and her posse, of course, and I agree that, and I like that she stood up for herself. but she also threw many people under the bus just because of her agenda, and I hated that. When she skipped school and started doing her own thing with being a fashion designer, I was rooting for her. I'm all about people following their dreams and doing what they want to do, and I was really happy for her. But it's just, she made so many dumb decisions and she did so many things that just really pissed me off. Rufus, he's just like Dan. He doesn't really listen to other people's opinion, and that's the problem that I have with the Humphreys. As much as they criticize Blair and Chuck and just all these people, which I understand why they were criticizing, they weren't in the wrong. Sometimes they just assumed everything. They never really asked. They never like wonder, okay, why are you doing this? They just assumed the worst at all times, and that's why Dan's relationship with Serena never really worked, because he just assumed everything. He never really asked her, okay, I heard this, can you explain this to me? No, he just assumed that she was a whore. He assumed that she did all these things because of whatever. And then when he was forced to hear the whole story, the thing is, he wouldn't exactly apologize to Serena. Serena would apologize to him. And like, oh yeah, everything is done. Fuck you. I loved Georgina. She was, I think she was in every season, and every time she came in, I was like, yes. When she went to that Christian camp or whatever she went to, and she was all about like Jesus, that episode was hilarious. I don't know what it is with the actress that she likes to play really crazy characters like Georgina. She was also in Criminal Minds. She played that girl, the stalker that she killed herself, and Maeve as well. I probably already mentioned, but there's many storylines in Gossip Girl. If you watch a simple season, let's say season 3, there's just many things that happen that at the end of the day it's really hard to keep on. I feel like one of the reasons why Gossip Girl was really huge is that kind of glamorization of the rich life, seeing how, you know, it's not relatable at all. You know, don't live in penthouse. Maybe you do, but most people don't live in penthouse. Most people can't travel to Europe whenever they want, go to Paris just to buy some freaking macaroons. Like, we can't relate to Gossip Girl in general, and I feel like that's exactly why people love it, because you can't relate to them. It's just crazy rich lives that you will never relate to. You will never live that life. So it's kind of that ideal, I guess. It's kind of just you watching something that you know that you will never relate to, but you're curious. Like, even though I don't know, I'm not rich, but I guess that's not how rich people live, or that's not their day-to-day life, I assume. That's the reason why I watch Gossip Girl. And I guess the mean girl bitch character so much, because it's something that I don't relate to. Like, I'm not like them, but I just enjoyed it because it's like a different perspective. I mean, I wouldn't mind to live like Bert Waldorf, and they have so many problems that, dude, if that was my problem right now, sometimes I look at rich people problems and I just, can we trade life? I'm broke, I'm unemployed, and I wish I could just switch with someone's life. Whenever they're like, my life is so hard. Are you kidding me? Let's trade. Let's see. Let's trade for a day. I think that's all I have to say about Gossip Girl. It's a really entertaining show that I will never stop rewatching because it's just funny. The first 3 seasons are really great. Then it's not so great. Season 6, I hated season 6. The thing with season 6 is that it only has 10 episodes. And Gossip Girl created so many storylines that it doesn't exactly fit the 10 episodes that they plan to do for season 6. I don't understand. And let me know if you know, why was season 6 only 10 episodes? Because every season, except for the first one, they had like 24 episodes each. Because when I was watching Gossip Girl for the first time, I never watched Gossip Girl when it was on air because I think it ended on 2012 and I was 12 in 2012. So yeah, I didn't watch those type of shows when I was 12. So I watched it when I was either 15 or 16, and I got a crazy obsession. I wanted to be Blair ever since. Everything in season 6 happened. It developed in the 2 last episodes. Blair and Chuck getting married was all rushed because Chuck's dad finally dying. When we find out that Chuck's dad is actually alive, I think it is in season 6 or maybe at the end of season 5. Whatever reason they have for the show to only have 10 episodes in season 6, I would have tried to, you know, build up the whole storyline from season 5. I feel like the whole thing with Blair getting married to the prince, it was too long. It lasted way too many episodes. Like, they could have condensed them and just and I started to explain what was gonna happen and develop what was gonna happen in season 6 when Chuck's dad, and just overall, because it felt way too rushed to be in 10 episodes. So there's many videos about Gossip Girl. A long time ago I watched 2 videos that were really great. I'm gonna leave them in the description if I found them, but they were really well done. One of them goes really in depth into the storylines, the many storylines that Gossip Girl has, and kind of that it doesn't make sense. Gossip Girl actually doesn't really make sense most of the time. It doesn't make sense, but since they have that addictive thing going on, it just, people overlooked at it because we all want to watch Gossip Girl. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know down your thoughts below. What do you think about Gossip Girl? Do you like it? Do you agree with my opinions? And if you don't, respectfully disagree and elaborate. I will read your comments and it would be nice to see what you think. Subscribe to my channel, please, and follow me on my socials if you want to keep up with me. And I think that's it for the video. I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!